Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate that support. And for those of you that have, thank you so much. I don't know where to begin, but I finally decided to take the time and go through my audio cassette collection. I don't know how to present this to you properly or in any other way other than throwing it all out on the table and going through it with you. As you can see, I've got 4 cases there. I've got 2 here, a bag, and 5 over here, and some stuff here. I'm going to probably do this in a 2-parter, but it's long overdue where I actually go through my stuff. None of it's cataloged. I don't know what I have. I don't remember what I have. There could be doubles. There could be stuff that I need to get rid of. I just no longer have interest in it. But I thought I'd take this journey with you, share it with you. I've had some people comment that they'd be interested in seeing what I have for cassettes. For me, this is just nostalgia factor. I grew up, when cassettes were in their prime, and then we obviously switched to CDs and then went digital. But I've always been a physical collector with everything that I have. So for me, this is just great nostalgia. It was the only way we could listen to music back then, portably, I should say. So without further ado, let's get started. This is all the stuff that I could find. I have some things and I don't know where I put them, but I'm going to start off with my Walkmans that I was able to have because they just happen to be back on the shelves. So this is probably one of the most popular Walkmans out there. I think for me, this is the one that sort of brought everyone wanted to have. It was like the big name Sony that came out. This is the waterproof one. It's got the audio tuning and volume controls on the back, locking, and then obviously the cassette along with battery compartment goes in there. This is actually my wife's. She no longer had interest in it, so obviously I snagged it. I managed to find a double recently, so now I've got 2. Only one set of the original headphones, but that's fine. They both work. For me, this is the quintessential 80s Walkman, though it's not the one that I ever had. I think the first one I had was a Sanyo. A couple other ones I have that were up in the room here. This is the Panasonic Shockwave. Again, and I'll show pictures here. All digital display. This was an analog display on the top. So this one was nice. It had digital, a little more modern. Locking mechanism there. Again, waterproof, sorry. Waterproof and shockproof. So I've got 2 of these blue ones. And then I also have a black and red variant right there. So pretty cool. I like these. I like how it's digital. I don't mind the analog tuning and stuff, but it was more handy, as a kid, and obviously now where you can just program in your radio stations. So nice to have these. Now I'll throw them there. And I'm not going to delve into, like with the music, for the meaning that it has with every cassette. It's just too much. I'm just going to go through the artists, and maybe tell you if it's one of my favorites or not. But before we get into the actual studio produced music, we're going to go through my blank sealed audio cassettes. So I have this really nice, I don't know what kind of carrying case you call this, but I love how it's got the buckle on there and then pops open like that. So, and yeah, I don't know why I collect sealed audio cassettes. It makes no sense, I know, but this was one that I had to have, and this was one that I always marveled as a kid. It was in the, your guitar magazines or whatever. This was the Maxell picture where it's got the guy reclined in the, I don't know, it's not an Easy Boy, but whatever, love seat or something like that. And he's supposed to have the music blaring at him. I forget the story behind this actual picture. I think that is an actual artist, and he was just brought in for it. But I found that just picture fascinating, so I always have one of these on my bookshelves. So this is the Maxell X90 audio cassette. I do have a sealed pack of 4. Same one, just different pack, different coloring for some reason, I guess. So nice 4-pack of that. I got a bunch of JVC GI 90s, BASF, which is always my brand. For some reason, I just love that name as a kid. Faro Extra 190s. Another Maxell one. Sony HF High Fidelity. And then any other one here that's distinct. I got 2 of these Memorex normal position Type 1 DBC60s. I said the High Fidelity TDK D60s. Did I say Maxell? Maxell UR90s. Again, standard picture on the front. I did the Sony, nope. Sony HF90. And did I do the Scotch? This unfortunately is ripped, so it's half sealed. Scotch BX60 tape. And then 2 of these ones. VCI Hi-Fi Stereo 60-minute position normal tapes. So those are my sealed audio or blank audio cassettes. Just shove another one in there. Oh. And there's that carry case. So let's close the laptop. We'll throw that up there. Put these there so you can make fun of me. Will that fall? Who knows? Okay. Let's go into this case here. This was my childhood audio carry case. Whatever you want to call it. The big nice attache case. I think this holds 60. So I got, it is full. Some of these were actually from the ones that I bought. Some of you might remember Columbia House Tape Club, which then also converted into the CD Club, I think. So it'd be like you'd get 10 or 12 cassettes for $1, and then you're obligated to buy 5 more cassettes at regular price within the year. You know, and a kid when you had no money, it was sort of the way to go. Plus, I was stupid back then too. So, all right, that's gonna fall. Anyway, I don't know any better way to go through this. And I guess I could do a close-up of it, but it's sort of nice to pull them out and take a look at. For me, the nostalgia was not only the portability, but, you know, at the time this was before CD, so, you either had the vinyl album covers or these ones, but these were so portable that you could easily just throw it in your pocket, carry it around with you. So durable. You could leave the case at home, just carry a bunch of these in your pocket with your Walkman. You're good to go for the day. So much like vinyl anyway, I do like looking at the cover of these. 24 karat purple, deep purple. It'd be nice if I could actually lay all these out and then to try and figure out what the doubles are. Deep purple, the House of Blue Light. With Deep Purple, that was one of the bands. It's one of the only bands that I never got a chance to see that I wanted to see. I had tickets for the concert here in Canada. It was at Canada's Wonderland, where they had artists come, and they had like an amphitheater there. And for some reason, the show got canceled, and we just got our money refunded. Deep Purple, Perfect Strangers. That's definitely a good one. Tragically Hip. This was their first one, self-titled. Tragically Hip, Fully Completely. Road Apples. The Cult, Love Removal Machine. I guess I should look at these covers too, right? Extended play cassette. Oh, this is a... Nope, it is a full one, okay. Thought it might have been a singles one. Cult, Sonic Temple. Cult, Wildflower. Rolling Stones, Stripped. I don't think I've listened to this one. I have seen the Stones in concert once, and that was for this tour, the Steel Wheels Tour. Steel Wheels Tour. Tattoo You by the Stones. Rolling Stones, More Hot Rocks, Big Hits, and Phased Cookies. Was there just a Hot Rocks one? I don't remember. Stones, Sticky Fingers. Stones, Let It Bleed. Van Morrison, Moondance. Again, there's no rhyme or reason. I just thought I had a double there, sorry. Grabbed this one because of 40-Year-Old Virgin movie, Asia. First song off of its Heat of the Moment. So obviously that was in that movie. Van Halen, Women and Children First. What year was this one? Because this one doesn't sound familiar to me at all. 1980, okay. Then Van Halen, 1984. And a lot of these, the covers, I try when I get these to only have the nicest covers. And if not, I somehow swap them out and try to get good covers. Van Halen, 5150. I can't stand it when, like any of my stuff, it's wrecked or damaged. This guy I've seen twice in concert. Neil Young and Crazy Horse. Twice. Once at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, and then once at Exhibition Stadium in Toronto as well. I don't know if Crazy Horse was with him once. I don't think they were. But the Exhibition Stadium, it was Neil Young. Headliner Neil Young. And then playing before him was Blues Traveler, Soundgarden, and Pearl Jam. Fleetwood Mac, Tango in the Night. I saw Fleetwood Mac once. Fleetwood Mac Rumors, one of my favorite albums. Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever. Tom Petty, Into the Great Wide Open. Beatles, Yesterday and Forever. Not familiar with that one. This one is The Beatles, live at the BBC. Beatles Rock and Roll Music, Volume 1. Guess it's like a best of kind of thing. Beatles Part 1, followed by Beatles Part 2. The Beatles Abbey Road. We have The Who, Hooligans. The Who, Meaty, Beady, Big and Bouncy. Might have that one on vinyl. Springsteen, The River. One of my favorite artists. I don't know the order of these ones, but Springsteen and the E Street Band live 75 to 85, tape 1, tape 2, tape 3. I know that I do have on vinyl. Obviously, you need to have Born to Run. Jesus, cases. Darkness on the Edge of Town, you need to have. Tunnel of Love, you could take it or leave it. Though it does have Tougher Than the Rest, which is one of my favorites. It's got Tunnel of Love. It's got Brilliant Disguise, which is excellent. So I really like 2 songs on there. Springsteen, Chimes of Freedom, special 4-track cassette. Got Tougher Than the Rest, Be True, Chimes of Freedom, and Born to Run, live acoustic. And then Springsteen, Born in the USA. And I just noticed here I've got Springsteen, Darkness on the Edge of Town. So I'm going to throw that in here with these ones, though I'm thinking I actually have a Springsteen only case, which probably means these are all doubles, and I'll have to sell them off. Okay, so I pulled that one out, leave that to the side. Supertramp, Paris. Supertramp, Crimes of the Century. We've got Dire Straits, Love Over Gold. Dire Straits, obviously, Money for Nothing. Should have that one. I got Bryan Adams in there, Reckless, for some reason. Jimi Hendrix, Electric Ladyland. Queen, Innuendo. Queen, Greatest Hits. Iron Butterfly, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. Actually, that case needs to be replaced. Bob Marley, Legend, Greatest Hits. I have Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry. And if you're looking for an underrated song on this cassette or album, LP, whatever, check out The Price on Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry. The Price. Twisted Sister, the best of Twisted Sister. Big hits and nasty cuts. Eagles, Hotel California, obviously. Doors, LA Woman, and I just see right there. I've got another Two Doors, LA Woman. So, all I do is look at the cassettes. Are they both pristine? And which one's got the nicer case? That stays. This one goes. Doors, Waiting for the Sun. Sticks, Caught in the Act. Actually, a cool cover. Sticks, Cornerstone. Depeche Mode, Black Celebration. This was the first band I ever saw in concert. Outdoor Stadium. It rained. Opening bands were one of them was called Nitzer Kaneb. Is that right? They were really heavy anyway. I didn't know who the hell they were. Depeche Mode, Violator. Rush, Power Windows. Rush, Hemispheres. And these are actually 2 singles. I remember I bought Roxette Dangerous. That's right. And Aerosmith single, Jenny's Got a Gun. And then when I used to make mixed cassettes, you'd always want to keep, you know, the extra labels for whenever you wrote, you dubbed over what you had previously mixed. And that way you could, you know, write down the new songs on it, keep everything nice and neat. So these are OG tape stickers from back in the day. So that's it. That's this first case. Let's pop this out of the way. Slide you there. Okay, well, we got these guys here, so forget. Let's get them out of the way. Brother, I already said Brothers in Arms, Dire Straits. Rush, Hold Your Fire. What's on that one? Time Stands Still. And Turn the Page. Boxcar Willie, King of the Road. Cheap Trick, Lap of Luxury. I have to keep these in order because I got to photograph them to put them up in the corner. Wow, what is this one? Fleetwood Mac Live. That's cool. Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits. Van Halen, Fair Warning. Anything good on there? So This Is Love. Might be the big hit on there. Van Halen. Running with the Devil, Eruption. You guys know what's on these. And The Who, It's Hard. This one I'm not familiar with, and I don't know why I grabbed that one. Okay. Let's empty the bag out. The best of the band. Obviously, I need to pick up some more cases, which I didn't know. Billy Joel, Piano Man. Just Just found another double. Brothers in Arms. So we showed that you 2 seconds ago. This one's got the better cover. Oh yeah, I should... Like, how cool is that? Nice blue sticker, yellow writing on it. This one's just as good. Alright. Who's got the better case wins. You stay, you go. Let's go up for sale. Rush. Oops. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, So Far. The Police, Zenyatta Mondatta. Rush, Exit Stage Left. Pet Shop Boys, Introspective. Police, Every Breath You Take, the classics. Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits. Why does that sound familiar? Patsy Cline's Greatest Hits. ZZ Top Afterburner. ZZ Top Eliminator. Police Synchronicity. Every Breath You Take, the singles, The Police. Everybody has that one. Rush, Moving Pictures. It's got Tom Sawyer, Red Barchetta, YYZ, Limelight, The Camera Eye. Pretty good one. Pet Shop Boys, Actually. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. What does it say? Pack Up the Plantation live. Didn't know I had that. Listen to that one. Tragically Hip, Road Apples. For some reason, I'm thinking that's a... Was that a double? Springsteen, The River. Was that in that case? I think that's a double too. Depeche Mode, Violator. Was that in the other one? Dire Straits. Dire Straits. Eric Clapton, Timepieces Volume 2, Live in the 70s. That's cool. Eric Clapton. Sorry, The Cream of Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton, Slow Hand. Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits. Favorite song in there is, well, obviously, I'm 18. Oh, Hello, Hooray. Love that one. Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. Obviously, favorite on there is Only Women Bleed. I think this is one of his best albums. Black Sabbath, Paranoid. Black Sabbath, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Madonna. Madonna, True Blue. Madonna, Like a Virgin. And Madonna, Like a Prayer. Okay. Let's, all right, this is what we'll do. We got 4 here. We got 5 here. We'll go through these 4. That'll be the end of part 1. Those guys are going to be part 2. Maybe I'll be able to find the missing stuff. This was actually an audio mic carry case, but Works out good for cassettes. Billy Joel, I Go to Extremes single. Bryan Adams, There Will Never Be Another Tonight single. That English, When I See You Smile single. Some of these might be able to go. Belinda Carlisle, Leave a Light On. Yeah. Obvious reasons why I like that one. Alright. Good Lord. This was my other childhood carry case. This one is a mixture. Some more mixed music. We have ABBA, the album. We have the Ramones. Elton John's Greatest Hits, Volume 3, 79 to 87. The Northern Pikes, Snow in June. White Zombie, Astral Creep 2000, Songs of Love, Destruction, and Other Synthetic Illusions of the Electric Head. Temple of Dog. Skid Row. All right. 2 more to go. And then I got to photograph all this crap for this so you guys can see what it was. All right, this is a bunch of heavy hitters here. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Live Bullet. The Beatles, 62 to 66. Chicago, 19. I did see Chicago in concert. I can't find any early Chicago on vinyl though. It's a different feel than the later, more produced Chicago. Metallica, Master of Puppets. Metallica, Ride the Lightning. Metallica, Kill 'Em All. It's funny because I was never into Metallica when they were around. And I just grown to appreciate a lot of the stuff later on. Like you don't find it as heavy, right? As heavy now. Metallica, Load. Reload. Led Zeppelin. Houses of the Holy. Led Zeppelin 3. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Rocky 4, they wrote the original motion picture soundtrack. I don't know why I have this. Kiss, Crazy Nights. And Black Sabbath, Paranoid. It'd also probably be good if I organize these in the right order and put the same bands together for a change. All right, last case, and then that's it for part 1. This is a pretty useless case. I don't know why I have it. Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Uplift Mofo Party Plan. Chili Peppers, Mother's Milk. Osbourne, Bark at the Moon. That's a classic album cover. We'll go on the wall. Leonard Skinner, Second Helping. Cheap Trick, Busted. Lost, one of my favorite fun movies to watch. I loved it as a kid when it came out. Lost Boys, original motion picture soundtrack. Great soundtrack. Triumph, The Sport of Kings. Willie Nelson, original recordings. And final 2, Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. And finishing off with John Lennon, Imagine. Okay, so that's it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Like I say, I got 5 more cases to go through. If I can find some other stuff, I might throw it in, or if I can find it, I'll throw it in. Otherwise, save it for part 3. But anyway, leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought so far. What you thought of the cassette players, as well as my fantastic blank audio CD or audio cassette collection, and just some of maybe your favorites in here as well. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you again soon.